Good morning to you. This is Ryan Mallory of SharePlanner.com. Today is October 25th, 2010. You guys got to get into the chat room. It's been great so far. A lot of people talking back and forth with one another, sharing ideas. I'm also doing my morning day trades live in there. The folks that were in there this morning were able to see me profit some nice, or book some nice profits in SOHU, SOHU, and that took probably all of about 5 or 6 minutes to do, but it was a great tutorial for those who were in the room, and I'll continue to do that in the days ahead. But let's go ahead and look at the SOHU chart. Basically, we had a huge gap up of about 10 or 11% this morning when the market opened, and it consolidated quite nicely. The market was a little bit skittish at the early going, but was able to find some traction thereafter. But as you can see here, though, despite all that, SOHU was able to maintain a decent amount of buying pressure. There's a lot of pressure to where it just looked like that it was ready to pop at any second. So the nice upward consolidation that we saw in this stock, was very promising. So ideally, if this was a perfect trade for me, I would have likely gotten in somewhere around 71. I would have gotten in around the high of about here. So I'm going to expand this out some so you can see. All right, this is where it really started happening right here. If you look closely, we have this huge green uptick bar and signifying the breakout. I got in at about 72.29, so right about here, and as you can see, it was off to the races from there. So my plan going into it, if we would have broken down below this price range, I would have gotten out, no questions asked. I would have lost about $1 a share or so, or $1.50 a share per share. But it never did that. It took right off, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 solid bars before it finally started to break down. But got in at 72.29. I looked to take my first quarter of my position off the table at 73.17. And about a minute and a half later on this candle here, I took about half my position off, and then I decided, hey, I'm going to let the rest of the last quarter position run for the rest of the day. Not the rest of the day, but for as long as the trade can persist. I kept increasing the stop loss for that, and my last position got out at 74.71. So overall, a great trade. I would probably give myself a B+ for the trade. I think I could have timed my entry a little bit better on this and not been as hesitant as I was to get in initially. But overall, great trade, and you can see why I don't like to hold on to these stocks longer than I have to. This particular trade lasted all of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes for me, and you can see what happened thereafter. We saw some consolidation come in where we actually drifted lower, and that would have probably been enough to get me out of the trade a lot sooner or a lot lower than I would have liked to have. Alright, well, that does it for SOHU.com trade. Once again, you can come to the chat rooms every day, every morning, and you'll find me there always during market hours, and ask questions, ask any concerns that you might have about a trade. If you're struggling in the market, let me know about it. I can help you out. I've helped out a number of people so far, and just working them through positions. If you got a trading idea, let me know it, and I feel more than happy to help you with a trading plan for a particular trade. So with that being said, I'm going to probably do a live stream later on this afternoon, go over some charts and what I'm seeing in the market, so stay tuned for that as well. Take care.